Okay, so here is our February monthly new coach training. And I'm very much a tough love kind of person. How to just do it. And so that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you about tonight. So pick your path is kind of one of the most important things as a coach, because it's totally fine if you want to start as a discount coach. If you maybe want to do a hobby coach, I want the discount. I'm really busy. I'm a full-time job. I've got kids, but if I can sell to friends and family and pay for my shakes, that's cool. Or a business builder where you're all in, you want to quit your job, you want to fire your boss, and you want to grow a team that you're teaching to do the same. So you kind of have to realize, where do I want to be? And don't think about it in terms of where could I be. Think about it where you are in your mindset, because you may say, like, I want to be a business builder, but I don't think I can be. So maybe I should be a hobby coach. You can be anything that you believe that you will be. It's not hard. It's honestly just consistency. I tell people all the time, I was most confused in my senior year of high school. I have to try really hard for my grades. I was the kind of person that studied hours and hours and hours, like literally like 18 hours for finals, just to pull out like a B plus. So I always tell people, like, honestly, if you're not afraid of consistency and hard work, this is for you. And this is also a good question to ask your coaches as they join, because as you get coaches, maybe they really are just a discount coach. And so you're going to talk to them differently than a business builder. You're not going to be like, here's your information. You're going to be like, how's your shake? What's your favorite flavor? How are your workouts doing? Check in with me for that. So that's also a really important thing for you as a coach and a leader to know what your coaches are too. So yeah, let's talk bases. What is Success Club? Success Club you'll also see as SC. And if you sell a challenge pack, which is a fitness program plus Shakeology, or in terms of, the 3-day refresh is a cleanse and Shakeology. And there's another option where you can do the performance pack, which is a pre and post workout supplement and hammer and chisel. But as of right now, for the most part, let's just think of it as, like, say, 21 Day Fix and Shakeology combined together is a challenge pack. You're going to get 2 Success Club points for selling that. And it's bundled together, and they're going to save a ton of money, and it's only like $2 in shipping. So as you sell a challenge pack, they are automatically on auto shipment. So it's your job to make sure that you remind people 3 weeks after they purchase, okay, how are you loving your program? Just a reminder, your auto shipment is going to come out of Shakeology. And you can ask your coach more information about that. But just know in your head, for you as well, as you signed up as a coach. So if you signed up on February 20th, on March 20th, your Shakeology is going to come out as well. So just talk to your coach for more questions about that kind of stuff too. Shakeology on Home Direct, you also see it as HD, is 1 Success Club point. So if they just order Shakeology and they don't do Home Direct because they're like, I hate auto shipments, which is fine, but they're going to pay $12 extra in shipping. So you're going to be like, doesn't matter, girl. Just let's get you ordered on the auto shipment. It's an easy, simple cancel. You just send an email and then it's canceled. But I want to make sure I'm saving you that $12. The other thing is, if somebody's interested in Shakeology, talk them up about things that are, other challenge packs, because right now, 21 Day Fix, 21 Day Fix Extreme, size, and 3-day refresh are all $140. So for $10, they're getting an extra program with their shakes. It's just a no-brainer, especially I use the example with the 21 Day Fix. You're getting a shaker cup, containers, workouts, meal plan, and the shaker cup alone, if you go to Walmart, is like $9. So that's like a no-brainer of everything that you're getting. So just don't be afraid to ask people. Let them tell you no. If they really just want the shake, fine, but don't just assume they just want the shake. What's the harm in asking? You're saving them money. You're doing them a favor just by asking. So just get that in your head. It's not being salesy. You're not like upselling. You're getting them an amazing deal that's going to be able to really help them further in their goals. So Success Club, or also known as the 3 Lives Change Club, because if you sell, Success Club 5 is your first goal. If you sell 3 challenge packs, that's 6 Success Club, 3 times 2, 6 Success Club points. So you've hit Success Club 5. That's going to get your shakes paid for, which is definitely your goal each month. Even at a discount coach, I mean, wouldn't you want your shakes to be paid for each month? And then, so you're going to, just shoot for that, because you also get leads once you're hitting Success Club and, building your business. And I'll talk a little bit more about Emerald later, but just think of Success Club as being non-negotiable if you want to make this your business. If you're just doing this business to, maybe buy another pair of shoes here and there, then maybe not. Success Club is not going to be your negotiable, but non-negotiable. But if that's something that you really want to take this business serious, just know in your heart that Success Club is happening, and I'm going to make it happen, because I'm going to be inviting people and I'm going to change their lives. So it's a difference in thinking, I have to sell things and I'm going to change somebody's life. My sister, Melissa Ludwig, as a coach on our team. She's a diamond coach. She's lost 99 pounds, is a totally different person inside and out. She's happier mentally, emotionally, and definitely physically and financially. And just think about it. If I looked at her and thought, oh, she's not going to want to work out. She's like, look at her. She hates her life. Like, no, you can't just prejudge anybody, because you have the option to change somebody's life. And honestly, with the coaching opportunity, my life is 100% different than before I found Beachbody. So don't look at it as, oh my gosh, this person's going to think I'm crazy. Go into it and say, I'm going to change this person's life, and I'm going to offer them an opportunity that can literally turn their life around. So when you start thinking of it like that, it's not about selling things. It's not about hitting Success Club. It's about changing somebody's life. And that's really the mindset you have to have. So I talked about how to turn a sale into a CP by, saying for, 10 extra bucks, you get this. And, as you are going to get leads for hitting Success Club, Beachbody is going to give you clients that you're going to log in and be like, oh, they bought a Shakeology. How about that? I don't even know who they are. So that's cool. It's going to move your business forward. Success Club All-Star is definitely a big goal you should set for yourself. After 12 months of hitting Success Club every month, you will be a Success Club All-Star, which is like a really big honor. Danielle is, I think, 8 months in, and she is going to definitely be a Success Club All-Star. I am a Success Club 10 All-Star Legend, so that means I've done it for at least 24 months. And I know that I will never go a month without hitting it, because that's my non-negotiable. I want to help 5 people a month, every month without fail. So so there's Success Club 5 and Success Club 10, but definitely set your sights at Success Club 5. And if you hit Success Club 10, that's amazing. But just know that that's, you want to be helping at least 3 people a month. And again, building volume in your business. So we'll talk a little bit more about how you make money doing this, but the more volume you can generate in your business, the better it's going to be, and the more you're going to get paid each week. So once you sign 2 coaches, that is emerald, and that unlocks the compensation plan. And then you start making money on what your coaches are doing underneath you, which is really cool. And if you have any questions about anything I'm saying, just feel free to type it in the chat and we can get to it at the end. Success Starters is also a really cool thing to set your sights on. We go to Nashville every year. We have our Beachbody Coach Summit. Last year it was in Nashville. It was so much fun. The year before it was in Vegas. So 2016, it's in Nashville, and I'm not sure if it'll stay there. It'd be cool if it would, but sometimes they do a 2-year contract and then they move. But if you hit Success Club 5 in your first 3 months as a coach, you get a free ticket to this event, which is really cool because it's $300 value. If you look at this picture, this is crazy. We literally shut down Nashville. And it also went like this way of people. We had big, huge, screens where live instructors like Autumn from 21 Day Fix, Sean T, Tony Horton, Shalene Johnson, they were all there teaching us workouts, and they had big screens so we could see it wherever we were. And there was literally like 20,000 people in the street. It was crazy. It was so much fun. And it's just so cool to be around other like-minded people. So definitely set your sights on doing that. If you signed up before February, and so your first 3 months hitting Success Club 5 will get you a ticket to the 2016 Nashville. If you signed up this month, February, or on, and you hit Success Club 5 in your first 3 months, then you are going to get a ticket to the 2017. So that was kind of where the cutout was. But say you signed up in January and you didn't really work the business, you have either January, February, March, or February, March, April. So I don't know if that applies to any of you, but it's not like, because they have to do that, because if you signed up February 24th, it'd be unfair for them to say, hey, you have to hit Success Club in February. You're a new coach. Like, what, 6 days? I don't even know. So I always encourage a lot of coaches, if they're like ready to get started. Amber, I think I did this with you. I made you start on the 1st because I wanted you to have that extra month. And because, I hate signing people on the last day of the month, because then that makes the next month have to be their first Success Club, and things happen, life happens. So I do try to do that if I'm not pushing for Success Club the last month, which hopefully isn't the case, but sometimes it is and you don't have a choice. But I do like to do that to give them a better shot of getting this free ticket. So tickets are sold out, so you can go on our pin post and Team Run Pink and get on the wait list. It's not guaranteed that you'll get off for 2016, but definitely work your heart out to win your free one for 2017. If you hit Success Club 5 your first month as a coach, you win a free call with our CEO, Carl Deichler, which is a really big honor as well. And Danielle Mullen, who's on our call, also is a success starter. So she has her free ticket to Summit, which is awesome. Okay, so 3 vital behaviors, and you'll hear us talk about this till like you're blue in the face, because this is like this is everything in your business. And sometimes I like to say 4 vital behaviors, because I feel like posting on social media is definitely something that has to be non-negotiable. So your vital behavior number 1 of a successful coach is invite, invite, invite. So make sure you're sharing, you're inviting, you're, talking to 10 people every day. And it's not just at like, hey girl, your dog's really cute, gotta go, nice talking to you. You really got to get into, talking to them, and just, oh, your kids are so cute, da, 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 get into, forming them, talking them, and getting to a point where you can, either invite them to their next challenge group, maybe a free group we're running, things like that. We run a free exercise group every month. So if you don't get to the point where you can talk to them about that, it's a great way to invite them to our free exercise group. And then you can follow up with them. How's your exercise going, in a couple days? And that's a great way to start talking to them about your next challenge group. So then the next one would be, and if you're talking to somebody, you see somebody, they've got a lot of positive posts and things like that, you can talk to them a little bit, and then feel free to be like, girl, I love your post. You're so fun and positive. I just keep thinking, have you ever thought about doing what I do as a coach? You'd be amazing at it. And just don't worry about it. Come out and ask people about that. You'll be shocked at what people say. And so that leads into that conversation about inviting people to a coach. And you have to go into that thinking, I'm going to change their life with this opportunity, instead of like, oh, they're never going to want to do this. They will definitely think I'm annoying for asking. So change your mindset, and that will make that process much easier. Be proof the products work, commit to your workout and drinking your Shakeology every day, and then share your progress. If you have been a coach for 2 years and you don't have a before and after, you're like, I'm probably not doing something right, because you should always be pushing yourself forward. For me, my goal is not weight loss. Right now, my goal is, gaining muscle. So no, I'm not going to have a huge weight loss, before and after, but I'm going to work my darndest to show people that it's not just about weight loss. Like, it's about, feeling more confident in your skin. But you should have this is where I started, this is where I am now. Even if it's not a super impressive, if you're pretty close to your goal weight, don't think that you need to have a 50-pound before and after to be a good coach, because you really don't. I've lost about 25, 30 pounds, but most of it was from before Beachbody. So I can talk about that. I've, been there, done that. But I want to continue to show that I'm changing with Beachbody products. So, and the same thing, if you, lost a lot of weight and it wasn't all Beachbody, you don't have to be like, I did this using the 21 Day Fix, but you can just be like, I know what it's like to walk in your shoes and things like that. And just continue to, talk about your Shakeology, post pictures of your workout, sweaty selfies, and, not just like day 2 done, but write this down. This app is called WordSwag, SWAG. It's an awesome app that you can just put like words on your photo, so you can turn just a regular sweaty selfie into something really inspiring. Google fitness quotes or something like that, put that on there. I do that all the time, and it makes it look really professional. I really love that. And there's other apps as well, but that's definitely my favorite. If you see in my pictures, I use it all the time. And then the third vital behavior is personal development. Every day, 10 minutes a day at least. I am 30 minutes a day, non-negotiable. It's just helped me so much in my mindset. And the best call I can tell you for a new coach is going to be Go for No, Go Pro, and the Compound Effect. Those are my 3 favorite, those are my 3 favorite books for new coaches. But the other really cool things that we have is every Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern time, our company does a corporate call for everybody. And it's a coach that's making like 6 and 7 figures in the business most of the time, telling you, this is what I do in my business. So definitely set your calendar so that you are getting that all the time, hopping on all the time. And if you're not listening to it live, maybe you're at work, that is something that within 5 days, you want to make sure you listen to that recording, because there's also updates about things that are happening and specials and things like that. So you want to be in the know. And then our team call is every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So tomorrow night, Thursday, I'm going to have a team call too. And that's just kind of teaching you basics and helping you in your business and helping you grow as a leader and helping you just be more successful. And we always bring our wine. We make it like a happy hour. If you're pregnant, not drinking, that's fine too. Just bring something. Or, we took a picture last week with our like dog or babies and our wine, and it was really fun. So we just like to have fun with it. So definitely make those on your calendar and just show up every week for that. And if not, listen to the recordings. They all go onto my YouTube, and all of our team calls are on the Zoom like you're here now. Same thing, because the video conference really helps you get to know people. So like I said, posting should be the fourth vital behavior. I am wrapping up my first ever posting group that I just put together that shows you exactly what to post, and it's going really well. It's making me so happy. I'm looking at my newsfeed and I'm seeing so many amazing posts. So I'm probably going to run that again. Probably 2 weeks. It's just a really great thing to teach you what to be posting, but I would definitely start and make a posting schedule. You can take this as a guide. You can make your own, so that you're not just like beach buddy, beach buddy, beach buddy, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. You want people to connect with you. A lot of the times that I get clients because they have German Shepherds, or they, love peanut butter or something like that, that they connect with me, or they're a runner or something like that. So it's definitely important to know who your target market is and engage with them. So I'm posting pictures of my dog a lot. I'm talking about like my love for wine and Chipotle and things like that. And that's how people start to connect with you. And then I get tagged in things all the time, with German Shepherds. And I love it because I know that that means people are listening to me. And just be unapologetically you. If you notice that in the last probably year or so, I've really started to, I'll let it slip here and there if I say like shit, damn, whatever, in my post. And that's just how I've always been in life. I've never censored myself. But when I first started as a coach, I wouldn't do that. I would try to sound really professional. And people, one time I remember I posted a picture of pizza or something. People are like, oh, good, you are human. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's the last thing you want. So just take it from me. Be yourself. Don't try to be perfect. Don't try to think I'm a health coach now, I don't eat cookies. Like, no, I had a donut for breakfast today, and I'll be sure to tell people about it. So, don't think that you can't be you. The best thing to do is honestly be you and be real, because people can relate to that. People cannot relate to somebody that works out 4 hours a day and doesn't eat carbs. So definitely be you. And what I want you to do is in the chat, I'd love for you to talk about some of your target market, some things that you're interested about. For me, if I'll give you some examples. For me, it would be wine. It would be German Shepherds. It would be running. It would be humor, things that make you laugh. Yeah, I don't know. That's all I can think of right now. But I'd love for you to just go ahead and write that in your chat so you can get started. And that's going to help you with your coach basics too. And then it'll also help you get to know each other on the call. So how to get promoted. This is one of the most exciting things. I just made a post today for my coach, Ashley Davis, and she just hit Emerald. I've got another coach that's hitting Diamond tonight, another coach that's hitting Emerald. Our team is just exploding, and I just want you to know that it's not hard. Anybody can do it. It's just you going and talking to somebody and saying, I love your post. You're so fun. Have you ever thought about doing what I do as a coach? And just not being afraid and knowing that you have the opportunity to change their lives. So get that out of your head that people are going to think you're weird. They're going to think you're stupid. They're not going to be like, you stupid freak, stop messaging me. They're going to be like, no, I've never thought about being a coach. What does that entail? And then I have a video that I recorded about what a coach is that you can send them. So I'm literally like helping you do the work. So just don't be afraid to ask everybody, because the sooner that you get signed on other coaches, the sooner that you unlock that compensation plan and start getting paid on what your team underneath you is doing. So hitting Emerald in your first 30 days is definitely doable. And I think that's a great goal for everybody. But even if you're not hitting Emerald, definitely Success Club your first 30 days, because that shows, or even if you're just getting back into it too, your first 30 days of jumping back on board. So Emerald and Success Club, just put that on your radar that needs to happen, and go in there thinking, I am an Emerald coach. I'm doing this, instead of being like, I don't know if I could ever do that, because that's very common for us to think that, but I want you to know that you can, and you will. I remember when I first started thinking, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine, can you imagine being an elite, like 6-star diamond? Like couldn't even fathom it. And, in less than 3 years, I've been able to quit my job. I've been able to pay for my wedding in cash. I've been able to bring my husband home from his job. He was a restaurant manager, worked 65 hours a week, and now he's pursuing real estate. But we went like 8 months without a paycheck because of Beachbody. I, hit 5-star diamond in my second business center. I have almost 2 diamonds. And Matt is just about to be 3-star. So, it's just crazy that I never thought that I would even be a diamond coach, because that was my mindset when I started. But I want you to I'm telling you, don't do what I did, and just start off and picture yourself as a 5-star elite coach and think how cool that's going to be when you rock across walk across stage at Summit. And when you go to Summit, you'll see even more in your mind about how cool that was. I remember sitting at Summit last year and thinking, I'm going to walk across that stage next year. And I will. I made it happen. So I want you to know that you can definitely do that. And we are all here to encourage you and push your goals. So set some big, hairy, scary goals. You always hear me say hairy, scary, and just know that I believe in you and I know you can do it. And all it takes is just not being afraid to invite people to coach and just being genuine and sharing your journey about what's working for you, talking about your workouts, talking about your shape, talking about, how you love coaching and things like that. So Emerald is just 2 coaches. So if you look at this little green person right here, so let's just ignore all the stuff above. Say this is you, and then you have a coach on your left and a coach on your right. Now, I'm not going to get too far into description of legs, but just know that you have a left and a right leg. And when you are ready to sign on a coach, you don't want to put them both on the same leg because you won't be Emerald. So if you head to my YouTube, I have I have lots of playlists, but just search April McDonald on YouTube and it'll say coach training quick tips. And I show you how to set your preferred placement. So when you're ready to set up coaches, you can change that so you make sure one goes on the left and one goes on the right. So you then hit Emerald and then you get to start getting paid for what your coaches are doing underneath you. And then you start getting leads if you're Emerald and hitting Success Club. So definitely talk to your coach more about that too. So, and then Diamond, I'll just show you real quickly. So say this is you. So Emerald would just be you having this coach and this coach, but Diamond is you having 4 coaches on your left, 4 coaches on your right. And we just talked about Emerald. So this one coach, doesn't matter where, is Emerald. And then one coach, doesn't matter where, on the other side is Emerald. You can sign up a spouse, significant other, your mom, whatever. And then you can throw some discount coaches under them. And that's one Emerald on one side. So that's a great way to just get you to Emerald and then help you to get to Diamond. I think Danielle is going to sign up her sister, so on the opposite leg of her boyfriend. So Jason is on one side, she made him Emerald, and then she can throw some discount coaches under her sister, and that's going to help her get to Diamond. So it's really cool to help you to get to Diamond, to help you to build your team. And, you don't have to have that option, but it's nice to not have to, rely on a coach that, because, sometimes it does take work for somebody that if they don't want it, as much as you. So just know that that's an option, definitely not required, but it's a great way to be able to move your business forward. Make significant, I said that, and your significant other always goes on your weak leg. So if you don't know how to find out what your weak leg is, you sign into your Coach Online office. You click My Business, My Downline, and then Graphical Genealogy. And there'll be some things, there'll probably be some coaches that you don't know who they are. And that's because it's been placed underneath you by somebody above you in your upline. But it's cool because once you are Emerald, you start getting paid on that extra volume. So it's good that you see people that you don't know. So whatever side those people are on, that's your strong leg. If you have a significant other that you're going to sign on, a family member, whatever, they want to go on your weak leg. So that would be the opposite. So that's an easy way to tell that. And again, I don't want to get too far involved in this. I really just want to focus on the basics, but that's definitely a great conversation to have with your upline. Another thing is if somebody is loving their Shakeology, they have no desire to coach, they don't think they could be a good coach, yada, yada, you can always ask them to be a discount member and explain to them that you pay $15 a month for, having access to all this discount, all this great stuff, your websites. If maybe your mom says, hey, I want to order some Shakeology, and here and there you can, just make a sale. You don't have to actively pursue it, but you're saving $30 a month because they save 25%. So Shakeology is $130, 25% is, they're going to pay about $100. So they're saving $30. So altogether they're saving $15 because they're paying that $15 a month fee. So they pay $100, they pay $15 for that discount, they pay $115 instead of $130. So just talking to people about a discount member instead of discount coach, a lot of times makes a big difference too, because a lot of times people hear coach and they're like, I can't be a coach, I can't do that. So if you have a feeling that it might be somebody that's not gung-ho yet ready to coach, ask them to be a discount member. And still obviously tell them they're going to be paying $15 a month. You don't ever want to be like, oh, whoops, forgot to tell you, but that's just another option too. And that has really helped sometimes. Post regularly to invite to coach and challenge groups, and use a set date for your challenge groups and a call to action. I always invite my new coaches to my challenge groups, and you can ask your upline, coach when their next challenge group is. I let my new coaches do it with me the first time, and then the next round, they're going to run their own. So I teach you how to do it. I have a template to show you kind of things, what to post. And then the next round, it's really fun because even if you have 3 people in it, that's your 3 people, and it gets to be a really tight, close-knit group. It doesn't matter if you had 2 people. You can run a challenge group with 2 people. It's just a way for you to encourage people and keep track of your clients. So challenge groups are really fun. I find a lot of coaches from challenge groups. And if you have been a part of a challenge group already, I want you to post in the comments what your favorite thing about the challenge group is. And maybe somebody that's not in a challenge group can kind of see that too. But I love challenge groups. I have so much fun with them. How to get leads. So I talked to you about if you're an Emerald coach and you're paying your club membership, which is really cool because it gets you access to the Beachbody On Demand as well, which is the live streaming. I don't even have a DVD player I have a MacBook Air. So I use the Beachbody On Demand every day for my workout. It's a lifesaver because otherwise I would have had to do, external drive or whatever and mess with all of that. So I love that. So it's $40 quarterly for this club membership. It gets you all this access to the streaming of workouts. And then it also enables you to be able to get those leads. So, it's not necessary to pay that until you are Emerald or unless you're using the Beachbody On Demand. But it's cool because we didn't used to have Beachbody On Demand. So you're just paying for the club membership for leads, but now you get something with it too, which is really cool. So if you hit Success Club 5 in February, and say you hit Emerald and Success Club 5 in February and you're paying your club membership, in March, you're going to get free leads. If you did all that but Success Club 10, in March, you're going to get free and paid leads. So a free lead is like, oh, this person signed up for a free player membership. This person signed up for Shakeology. This person signed up for club membership. You don't get, commission from that, but you do get them as a client. So you can message them, you can text them, hey, oh my gosh, I saw you signed up for your club membership. Have you tried Beachbody On Demand yet? I love it. And you can reach out to them. And then, you want to reach out to them because they don't know they're a coach until you contact them. They're somebody that's either called in from the 1-800 number or order it online. The Beachbody knows that you having a coach is going to help you be more successful. So, if somebody is a Success Club lead, that means that's from your Success Club 10. So that's a paid lead. So whatever this person ordered, I would get commission from. Customer program is that Success Club 5. It's a free lead. I wouldn't have known them without them. I now get to contact them, let them know I'm their coach, and anything in the future they order, I will get commission from. But if I don't let them know that they're my coach, they're not going to think that they have a coach. And then the next time somebody says, do you have a coach? You should order through me. They're going to get switched to that other person. So that's why it's really important to let them know that you're there for them, because otherwise they're going to find somebody else because their friend, neighbor, whatever is going to say, do you have a coach? And they're going to say no. So that's why it's really important. And I have scripts in our Google Drive on how to reach out to emails and stuff like that. But also just sending them a quick text and being like, hey, I saw you ordered, Shakeology. I'm so excited for you. Do you want me to send you my free meal plan or some of my favorite recipes and things like that? So and then be sure to send thank you notes. Yeah, I just said that on our Google Drive. And in our pinned post of Team Run Pink Run Happy is the link to our team Google Drive. Team Power Hours. We have not been really good with 7 a.m. Eastern time. It's been more like 8 a.m., but anybody can do it. You can host it. We host it using Zoom. So I do have to kind of change that, but as of right now, they're kind of being 8 a.m. because we're like, oh crap, I slept in. Anybody up for 7:30? So, but if we have so many different people on too that I know that we could get other people if 7 a.m. works better for you. We also have been doing 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. My coach Courtney is in charge of that. So I have to check with her if she's definitely still doing that. But these are really cool. So basically we get on a Zoom and we say, okay, 10 minutes. We're going to go on Instagram and try to find new followers. 10 minutes, we're going to respond to messages or like or comment. So it's really cool because it makes you do that task and focus instead of being like, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. Like most of my day is, ends up being. So I love our power hours to get it done. And I get all of that work done that first hour, which it used to take me like 4 hours to complete. And every coach that joined our power hours regularly in January hit Success Club 5. So that's a really cool thing too to think about. And then I have this, coach daily to do and, basically training 3 vital behaviors, checking in with people, sharing your story and, just basically what we do on our Power Hour plus connecting with people. So let's talk about your why and your big, hairy, scary goals, which I talk about a lot. So this helps you to do it anyways when you don't feel like it. When you know why you're doing it, that helps you instead of being like, I'll do it tomorrow. But when you think about it and you're like, do I want to keep going to my dead end job and coming home and hating my job and crying and, being resentful that I didn't get to spend time with my kids? Or do I want to work Beachbody and invite 3 people tonight so that I can find a way out? So that's the difference between just doing it to do it for a pair of shoes and doing it even when you don't feel like it. Trust me, I've done it so many times when I didn't feel like it because I hated my job and I hated feeling like I was stuck. So now I want you to think about your why and your goals and write some of those down in the chat. So your why would be, for me, I struggled with eating disorders and self-confidence and just absolutely hating myself for a long time, letting the scale define me. I felt miserable. I just felt like I was, not worthy of anything. So finding Beachbody, started doing a lot of personal development, started helping other people, and that helped me feel like I belonged somewhere. I also have a lot of student debt, and that was a way for me to find a way to quit my job and to start paying off debt. So that's my why. Go ahead and talk about yours, and then some goals. So for me, I want to be debt free. I want to, have money saved for a, down payment on the house. I want to travel. I want to help my coaches quit their jobs. So I've got some really big goals. We probably have $80,000 in debt. So that's a really, really big goal to set to be debt free, but I really, really want to work my butt off to do it. And I'm hoping by 2018, we shall see. So write down your goals too in the chat. Okay. Challenge groups find coaches. I talked a little bit about this. What is a challenge group? Challenge groups are where you're talking about your workouts, you're sharing recipes, you're encouraging somebody. Maybe they had a bad day, they post about it, and you're like, girl, who cares? Who cares if you had 3 pieces of pizza? Get over it. Like, you're going to be fine. Tomorrow's a new day. I also post things like, here's this recipe, or, I may not be the best, but I'm trying my hardest, things like that. So I have scheduled posts that I can also share with you as a template so that you can use for your challenge groups too. You don't have to create one right away. You can join with your coach the first month, but then after that, like I said, even if you have 2, get it going and start. You're never going to be good unless you try. So, and why I love challenge groups so much is if you see somebody that's posting a ton, like I have this girl in one of our groups right now, and she's posting things and she's like writing on she's like editing her photos and all this. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this girl's going to make an amazing coach. So I talked to her and she signed up as a discount coach because I'm like, you're doing literally so much what I wish more of my coaches were doing. It's ridiculous that you're not a coach. So you compliment them, give them a small job in the group, like, hey, I love what you're doing. How you just do me a favor, make sure you're interacting and liking people so they feel supported. I'm really kind of busy this week. I want to make sure everybody feels special in there. Yeah, sure. And then after that, you're basically doing what I do as a coach already. Have you ever thought about doing what I do as a coach and going ahead and asking them that? Insert Google Drive pic here. Well, I didn't, but it is a really awesome feature that we have, that it has so much good stuff. It has scripts, it has how to talk to people, it has documents that are cool for new coaches. So if you go to the Team Run Pink Run Happy pin post, you click pin post, it's right underneath the, oh my gosh, I almost fell off the bed. It's right underneath the cover photo, and you'll see all of that there. So also your Coach Online Office, when you log in to teambeachbody.com, you click Coach Online Office, you go to News and Training, and there's training there that you can access. Your coach should have sent you a welcome email, and there's all kinds of good stuff too. I send 2 videos to my new coaches, and it's also in the pin post. It's the Girl Boss Academy training. That's really, really helpful. Those are 2 videos. One's 40 minutes and one's 18 minutes. Watch those, listen to those on your car on the way to work, listen to them while you're folding laundry, whatever. But those are really going to teach you the basics of being a coach. So YouTube, I loved YouTube. Oh my gosh, when I first started as a coach, I was always on YouTube. I was searching so what I want you to do is write down to look at the top 10 2015 Beachbody coaches. Some of my favorites are Brittany Leggett, Lindsay Matway is really great, Melanie Mitro, Bonnie Engel. There's a 10, but just kind of look up successful coaches and see what they're doing and just, imitate them. That's what I did a lot in the beginning is I just looked at what successful coaches were doing and I mimicked them, but put it into your own words. Because if you're copying and pasting, it's not going to make anybody say, oh, I want to work with you, because it's not you. So they're not really connecting with you. Coach Basics is a group I put together for all our new coaches. I think there's 17 days and it's at your own pace. So you get added to that group and then you're like, day one is in the files and you watch the video, do your quick homework and you comment and then tag your coach. And I'm doing a new thing for my coaches. I used to send out CDs for every new coach. And I'm not telling you, I am telling you actually, I wasted so much money, like literally hundreds of dollars last year, because people would quit and they wouldn't work the business. And I'm like, what? Like I was dropping, between shipping and that video, I was spending like $10 a coach. And that's just ridiculous. I do not have money to do that on people that aren't willing to work the business. So now I do prizes to my personally sponsored coaches when they complete Coach Basics to use that as motivation to do it. So, it's just really best practices. And a lot of that stuff that's in there, I don't repeat when I'm on the phone. I don't repeat when I'm on, our team calls, because I put it there for a reason, because I was so tired of saying the same things all the time. I want to teach you, but I need you to plug in there, because otherwise you're going to miss it. Because as I grow as a leader, I don't have time to spend 2 hours on every topic the same time, repeat it all the time with every coach. So Coach Basics was just a great way, and that's duplicatable. So you can put your coaches in there and let me help you train them. So, and that's a great idea to do to your new coaches. I don't care if it's like a $5 Starbucks gift card. It doesn't have to be a ton of money, but encouraging them, once you finish your Coach Basics, I have a special prize for you. People love prizes. People do anything for prizes. So that's kind of what I've started doing. Insert link. Okay, I suck. I didn't finish this. I just goes to show that literally anybody can do this business. And then also resort to our team page and ask questions in there. So definitely try to figure things out. And then if you can't, post on the team page and tag your coach, and other people can answer you too. But I just want you to go this route before you message me. Because if you just think about it, like I have over 100 coaches. If they just messaged me and were like, where's my coach ID? I'd have I would never be able to do anything. So I really just want you to be proactive and try to find things yourself but I don't want you to spend 4 hours on one question and be like, I can't figure it out. Post in the group, there's over 400 people there and we're there to help you. So I don't want you to think that you cannot come to me, but I do want you to think about, could I have Googled that myself? Yes. Okay. Probably don't need to send April a message for that. And I just do that because I value my time, and I value, you creating a system where you're going to teach your coaches to do this too, because I don't want you to have your coaches asking you every little thing. So, and I just need to point out that I'm very much a kind of person that I'm very sarcastic. I'm very much a tough love person. So just don't want you to ever take offense of that. I'll be like, just girl, will you Google that? And I'm just going to tell you that I'm going to be laughing. I'm not going to be like that is just the way I am. So I just want you to know that now, that it takes a lot to make me mad. So you're not going to make me mad, but I'm probably going to, tease you a little bit if I'm like, girl, you couldn't have Googled that. So just know that ahead of time. I have someone interested. Now what? So say somebody's like, yeah, let's do it. Maybe somebody liked your post. You can shoot them a message and say, hey girl, thanks for liking my post or reaching out to me. Tell me what perked your interest about my 3-week fitness and nutrition boot camp. Use the scripts in our team page. And then I am actually just going to put this in the chat and you guys can copy and paste that. Just open a Word document if you're, able to, and you can paste that there. But basically, I'm just telling you, reach out to people if they like your post. Hey, I saw you like my post. I realized it's been forever. What the heck are you up to? And this is just such a great way. If it's for a challenge group post, for a coach post, you can talk to them a little bit and then say, so, I know you like my post about our challenge group. We have another one that starts March 7th. And I think that it would be so fun for you to join us. What are you currently doing now for your workouts? And just go into that and start being able to ask them questions about it and not being afraid to, because if they're liking your post, that's them saying, I like this, obviously. So don't be afraid to ask them. It's a great way to find new people, add them to your list as well. So you definitely need to make a list of 150 people. Think about who you went to school with, you played sports with, worked with, church with, you got your hair done with, whatever. Just think about all these different things and start writing down people, and maybe make a star next to people you think would be good at coaching, and write down everybody. Don't say, oh, they would not. Just write down everybody. Let them just tell you no. So ask them about their goals and their struggles. I like to say, tell me what your biggest struggle of reaching your goal of XYZ is after you find out their goals. Is it the fitness side or the nutrition side? And then if they say fitness, because I don't have time with my two crazy kids, I'm like, oh, I totally understand. Like, I just don't have the time either. So I really love this. It's only 30 minutes and I don't have to pack my clothes for the gym anymore. How old are your kids? So make sure that you're also talking about personal stuff too. And you're checking in with them that way. And you're not just going straight to, following the script and things like that. Go away. Sorry. When you have, I do want to draw your attention to this. Oops, I don't want to move it around. But when you have people that are ready to sign up, this is a really awesome link. It's called simplecoachlinks.com. And you put in your coach ID, which is in the top left corner of your coach online office. And then you choose if it's US or Canada. If they are from Canada, maybe you found them on Instagram. I have a couple Canadian coaches I found on Instagram. But those links are different. But yeah, just go there and then you can find the link and copy it and send them there. That's a lifesaver. And then what I do in my notes section of my phone is I have copied a lot of the really common things I send a lot and with my coach ID, so I don't have to go to that website every time. Okay, this is really cool. This is something from Bonnie Engel's talk she gave at the New Leader Conference, which I just went to in January. And she's a number 5 coach in the nation. She's only been a coach for 2 years. It's crazy. She's a 15-star diamond. She's had some crazy success. So she says, make 3 lists at the start of each month. Your challengers, so that's people currently in your current groups or your free groups, people that have told you no, and all the people that you need to follow up with. And don't think no is a bad thing. No is literally just not right now. I can't tell you how many people have told me no. Danielle on this call told me no so much before she signed on. But I just knew that if I, kept asking her and I kept talking to her and I wasn't just like, do you want to buy my stuff? Do you want to buy my stuff now? Do you want to buy my stuff now? And I was genuinely interested in her. Most people will come around. So I actually keep track of my no's in a binder because those are people I'm going to follow up with later. I've already done the hard work. I've talked to them about what the program is. I just need to follow up later and say, hey, girl, I know that wasn't a great time for you when we talked about the boot camp before, but I have another group starting in March and I've actually been, saving you a spot because I think you'd rock it. And I just really love doing this together. So don't be afraid to ask people because that makes them feel special too. Like, you're saving me a spot. Oh my gosh, how cool is that? So don't be afraid to talk to people. And then prospects, people you think would be great coaches and challengers. So you make a list of those people and then just reach out to 5 to 10 of them a day and just start, messaging them and invite them. So post 3 to 5 times per day on social media. Also use Instagram. Instagram's amazing. I have a lot of training about Instagram because I love Instagram. Post 1 times per day about the business, even if it's like, oh my gosh, I got to work from Starbucks today, #best job ever, like things like that. It doesn't have to be like, I have 5 spots open. Who wants to join my team? Just something you love about coaching. There's this awesome book. It's called Jab, Jab, Right Hook. And like, you're putting out little jabs all the time about coaching. Like, I get to hang out with, my fiance. It hasn't been a fiance in a long time. My husband, while he's in Fayetteville, I get to, I don't have to be slave to my job and only see him on the weekends and things like that. So I am always talking about things like that. Answer objections publicly. So, maybe somebody said, oh, I don't have the time for that. I might make a post that says, I get people all the time that tell me they don't have the time for coaching, but what's really cool? I'm literally sitting here doing it or I normally would have been watching Bravo TV, or I'm doing this. I have a coach, Autumn, that does this business with 5 kids, just answering objections that you get commonly so that people can be like, I didn't think I had the time either. Maybe I should reconsider. Sharing about the highlights of coaching, and it can be little things, I don't ever want to post your check or anything like that, but maybe you were able to put, fuel your car, pay your utilities. It can be no matter how big or small. I want you to be excited about that because that is a big deal, like you providing and helping your family. And it can be a reality show too. You're just talking about what you're doing. I'm always talking about my dog. People know I'm obsessed with him. Just be silly, be you, because people can connect with you better that way. Bonnie Engel always says, make your social media like a public sneak peek into coaching. So what were you scared of before signing? I was most scared of the money. I did not have money. I had $7 in my bank account. I was so worried about, I think mine was 180 when I signed on with Body Combat and Shakeology. And I was so scared to put it on the credit card because I literally had $7 in my bank account. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I did it. And it's the best thing that I've ever done. So think about things that you were scared of signing on. Maybe it was the time, you're not going to be good at selling things and things like that, and talk about it in posts. Like, I thought I was going to be so not a good coach because of XYZ. And you know what? I'm just loving it. Things like that. What are the most common misconceptions? Maybe, people think that you have to be a fitness guru or know everything about nutrition and hate carbs and, things like that. And you can be like, oh, I had a donut for breakfast, things like that. And be clear about expectations of them and what kind of leader you will be. So, if you're really looking for business builders, a lot of times in my posts, I'll say, if you're not afraid of hard work, fill this form out. I don't want somebody that's like, that seems hard. Well, yeah, it's hard. It may be hard. It may be, you have to be consistent, but it's not rocket science. It's just you doing it sometimes when you don't feel like it. So, okay. I'm spending too much time on this. Make your list of 5 every Sunday before your week starts. So your list of 5 is 5 objections you got this week, things you love about coaching, no matter how big or small. Like I said, maybe you were able to pay for the gas in your car. Fears you had before you started, not stated. That's going to bother me, and I'll probably forget to do it. So I'm going to fix it now. Success from the week from your teammates, your challengers, or your own, and your personal development takeaways, your favorite quotes. And you can take your favorite quotes and make them into a post, of you, like I said, with that word swag, things like that. So those are just really good to make that list so that you know what to post for that week. This is kind of a little bit extra information, but basically, as you sign on coaches, you want one coach on your weak leg, one coach on your strong leg. And then you want to build up your weak leg so that to 4 active coaches before you go back to your strong leg. And this is going to give you more volume and more money on your paycheck. So basically, 1 on your strong, 1 on your weak. And then to get to diamond, you're going to focus on your weak leg before you go back to your strong leg. So that's kind of the gist of that, and putting your hubby, significant other, or family member that you have access to maybe making them emerald, make sure they go on your weak leg. But that's kind of a little bit too in depth. So you can talk to your coach about that too. Team Cup is really cool. We're just finishing up our February Team Cup, but basically you're joining a team of 4 other people. Danielle and I are on a team with 3 other rock stars, and we were just number 4 in the Northeast region. So I think we were like number 38 overall. So we're really kicking butt, and we get free prizes. There's Beat headphones, grand prizes, go to California, have a live workout with Tony Horton and Autumn. So really cool. We do this a couple times a year. But so I want to leave you with this new coach tips. Know your why like you know your name. That, like I said, that is going to be what's going to be the difference in moving your business forward. Because yeah, it would be awesome. I'm currently obsessed with Breaking Bad. I have been having a Breaking Bad marathon, and I would love to spend 6 hours a day watching Breaking Bad so I could watch it all. But I have a why that's stronger than that. And I know that that's not going to get me to my why. So that's why I'm, going to do what I need to do before anything. Even when I don't have time, I'm going to make time. Even when I don't feel like it, I'm going to do it anyways. So that's why I really, really want you to dig deep and figure out your why. And if you're a mom, that is the biggest why, is having kids. I personally don't have kids, but I know just, your life just totally changes when you are a mom. So thinking about everything that you can do for you, your family, your kids is just going to be a really big game changer. But also the you that's been forgotten. It's time for you to do this for you. So I really want you to dig deep and write down your why, and then send that to your coach. Never stop posting on social media, even if it's a bad day, week, or month. I can honestly say that I have never taken a day off of posting on social media since I've been a coach. And the first time I will is, and it doesn't have to be like, join my team. But even if I'm having a bad day, I'm going to talk about not comparing yourself to other people if that's what I'm struggling with. And I'm going to send that message that I need for myself, but also give it to other people. But I'm going on a cruise. Beachbody does a Success Club trip every year. So you want to make sure you get on the wait list for Punta Cana in 2017, because you can earn that by hitting Success Club 10 every month. You can get it totally paid for. So I am going to cruise into Jamaica and Bahamas. We leave March 12th, and I'm going to be unplugged for 5 whole days. I have never been on a cruise. I've never unplugged that long. And I'm actually really excited. I'm really excited for it. Nervous, but excited. And you know what? I'm just going to say I'm out of office, and people are going to get it. They're not going to say, well, screw her, I'm going to a different Beachbody coach. Like, so, but just know that part of my success is that I don't take days off. And even when I'm really stressed or have a really bad day, at the very least, I'm going to post and I'm going to send my follow-up messages and respond to the messages in my inbox. If I want to veg, if I'm having a meltdown, okay, fine. But there's some non-negotiables that I'm going to do every day, because it takes 40 minutes? Like, just do it. Even if it's spread throughout the day, you can do that. Never compare yourself to other coaches. If they bother you that bad, unfollow them. I've had to do that to a couple coaches that I was just like, oh my gosh, like, she's so good at this, and why can't I do that? And sometimes you just have to unfollow them and do a little more personal development. And then once you get your personal development under control, you can follow them again. But you don't want to compare your day 1 to somebody's day 200. You just started, so give yourself some credit. And I love this one. Turn your mess into a message. Get comfortable getting uncomfortable. You will definitely be uncomfortable. Danielle tonight just posted something about her anxiety medicine, stuff like that. That's not something she ever in a million years would think she would be okay doing. She was even saying like, oh my gosh, I'm like seriously shaking. Should I push post? And I'm like, do it. So just know that like you're going to be uncomfortable a lot, and you're going to inspire the heck out of women. She already had 5 minutes after she posted, she had people messaging her, telling her how much, that she inspired them and how much they loved reading her story. So just, be unapologetically you. And don't overcomplicate this business. It's simple. The 3 vital behaviors plus posting. And that's really all you got to do. And so give it a full year. Be here a year from now, because that's really when the magic happens. And then Carlton wants to know what questions you have. I'm sorry, I found him and I had to use him. So I did not mean to go over. I added some slides and I didn't realize I would go over so much. So I'd love for you guys to, this whole time I wasn't looking who's here, and Danielle's not here anymore. But I'd love for you guys to open it up and ask any questions that you have. Maybe you're thinking, what should my first step be? What do I do next? Stuff like that. And if you have any questions that you posted in the chat, please ask those again. Michelle, will there be a power hour tomorrow? Yeah, I will do one probably at 8 tomorrow. Okay, any other questions that you guys ask? Because I'm not easily able to scan that. So go ahead and ask now. Or also, have you guys made your introductory post yet? I know Amber made hers tonight. She did an awesome, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Has everybody else made their introductory post yet? Amanda says, I never made one. No, it's not late. It's honestly, you can just be like, I'm excited. I'm getting back on it. So if you go to the Google Drive and then go to, I think it's posting tips, and then there's a little document. It gives you literally a sample of things to say. So there's an awesome plethora of examples. So I would just, kind of tweak it to, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm just getting, I signed up a while ago and it never really did anything, but I'm excited that this is the time, for whatever. So if you have any questions, you can run it by you can post it in the team group, or you can run it by your sponsor coach before you send it. But I would definitely post that. My challenge is inviting people. I'm great in my natural retail convos at my real job, but I struggle starting convos with people who I want to invite to join challenge or as a coach. My best idea for that is go to their Facebook page and see what kind of little things you can see about them. Do they have people? They have people. They have pets. They have kids. Is there something that you can just message them? Like I had one girl that she shared something funny. It was like a penguin slapping another penguin or something. And I just loved it. And I messaged her and I was like, oh my gosh, girl, I just died at that stupid video today. How the heck are you doing? Like, it can be something so stupid, but they're more likely to message you if you took interest in something they shared or they said first before just being like, hey girl, how are you? You know, things like that. Or, hey man, how's it going? Like, that would probably not necessarily get a conversation started as well. So see if you can see something or you know, something like that. But just kind of, you know, don't be afraid to just start. And a lot of new coaches think, oh my gosh, I feel like a freak. They're going to think I'm so weird. But I just want you to get that out of your head and just know that, you know, it's you opening up the opportunity to invite them to change their lives. So maybe they're going to say something about being so busy or like, oh my gosh, I hear you. I'm so glad I was able to squeeze in a 30-minute workout today, you know, before my busy day. You know, what about you? Are you doing any, you know, workout programs right now? Or, you know, do you follow a fitness program? Do you go to the gym? Just not being afraid to just ask that, invite that in when you get the chance. And the more that you do these conversations, the better it'll flow too. But just start talking about whatever, ask them a lot of questions. The more questions you ask, the more likely you're going to be able to, you know, see other people being, whoa, I have no idea where I started reading something in the chat, but the better you're going to be at talking to people. Do you find it easier to have notebooks to physically write things down, or does the computer work better for you? No, I'm a notebook person, 100%. I've tried to use the computer. It does not work. So let me see if I have it. Okay, I'll show you mine real quick. All right, so my first page, yeah, I had to teach myself to be organized. First page, this side is all my Facebook contacts, and this is Instagram. So I find it people on Instagram, I write their name, their Instagram name, their name, and little notes about them. And then I have another section with leads. So once you start getting leads from Beachbody, I write them there, and then I just send them an email or a text. Free groups. I don't know why I'm showing you this. Most of them are blank since I just did this. But that way I'm able to, you know, write down everybody I get added to my free group and the date, and then I follow up with them in like 3 days. I have a section for no's and follow-ups. If somebody tells me no, or not right now, or, you know, they never responded, they're going to go there because that's an easy person to follow up with later. I track my paychecks and my bonus. As you build your team, you get paid on what your team is doing. So that's cool for me to see how that's growing. And then I write down everybody that's in my challenge group. And then I also write down like my new coaches that are in my challenge group, because I let my new coaches be in my challenge group. And for me, it's really cool too, to also, I want to ask them how their program is going. I know that they're a coach, but it's also important for me to check in with them and say, hey, how are you loving the fix, girl? Are you feeling sore? What's your favorite recipe? Because sometimes people are doing both at the same time, and I still want them to feel supported. And then I have another section, and I just bought these tabs. Like, these are just like sticky tabs that I threw on there. It doesn't have to be anything special. That I track my coach basics. I track new coaches and new clients. So, and everybody works, you know, differently, but this is my January new coaches and my February new coaches, my February clients. I write what date they signed, what they bought. It's just really easy for me. And then, you know, I track, success starters who have won that free summit ticket, who's in their first month, who's in their second month, their third month, so that I know, like, okay, I'm going to make a shout out that this person, their first month, won a free chat with Carl. So those are kind of things that I track. But you can do whatever you want. But yeah, I just got a, you know, $5 thing from Marshalls or something. And then I think I was on Amazon and I just bought these little sticky notes that have tabs. They were like $3. So yeah, and then you can use whatever you want. And for me, I'm just a pen and paper person. I've tried using their Streak on Google. That's really cool. I just didn't keep up with it, or, you know, you can use Excel. I'm just not a computer person. So that's where it works best for me. So, any other questions from anybody? Anything in particular that, you know, you struggle with, you're not sure where to go from here or anything? what I want you guys to do, focus on in the next day, is to make sure you get some type of personal development, so that you are either going to listen to past National Wake Up Calls or our past team calls. I'm going to share my screen. Hold on, not yet. Cancel. Let's see, share screen. Let's see. Can you see my screen right now? Yeah, okay. So what the world was I doing? I hate myself right now. Personal development. No idea where I was going with that. I am going to show you my Google Drive that I keep talking about. So just save it as a bookmark so you can easily find it. There is some personal development once you get here. So there's all these awesome tips. There's templates, there's files, there's things like that. But if you go to personal development, there's some books in here. The Slight Edge is great. 45-second presentation, that's in PDF version. There's some great trainings. And then what is this? There's a PD book list. And then there's You're a Badass, and that's on audio. So there's all kinds of great stuff in personal development to get you started. If you have a podcast, or if you have an iPhone, you're going to go to podcast and download these two apps. There is Team Beachbody Coach, and that gives you access to all the National Wake Up Calls. You can even download from the past and things like that. And then let's see what else I like. If you have a Samsung, the app you're going to download is Podcast Addict, ADDICT. And that basically is an app that gives you access to podcast. Let's see. I love Build Your Tribe. That's a podcast from Chalene Johnson. So this is all free personal development. That's awesome. The Chalene Show, CHALENE. I'm going to see her next week in California. She's awesome personal development. It's called Smart Success, and she's honestly changed my life. She's great. So yeah, the Team Beachbody Coach podcast is where you can listen to all the recordings for the National Wake Up Calls. And then I love this. It's called the Platinum Edge podcast. And this is a super successful coach, Christine Dwyer, and she hosts that. So those are some really awesome free personal development. Another thing that I love is I'm just not a book reader anymore. I feel like I'm always like, I should be doing something else. So I love Audible, AUDIBLE. Once you download it, you get a free download. So you could download the Compound Effect or GoPro or Go for No or something, but it's an app. And I pay $16 a month, and I get a free download every month. And you can pay for more if you want, but it's cool because it's a book right here. You don't have to save time. I used to always say I would do it before bed and I would fall asleep. So I read about 2 or 3 books a month now because I listen to it while I'm doing my laundry, while I'm driving, while I'm making dinner, things like that. So Audible has definitely changed my life. Yeah. So anything else that you guys have any questions? I totally meant to be wrapped up and totally done in an hour. So I know I took up a lot of your time tonight, but before we get going, I hope this was helpful. Anything else that you wanted to ask before we sign off? Okay. Well, I want you guys to make sure that you do your welcome post either tonight, still early enough. I say 6 to 9 p.m. is a great time to do that. So make sure that you do that if you haven't done that yet, and then start planning out your post for the week. So, look at tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. So maybe you can do a Thirsty Thursday and talk about, some awesome flavored water recipes, or, share your favorite shake recipe, or then later on you can, post a sweaty selfie with some type of motivation. I didn't feel like getting it done today, but I did it anyways. Maybe use word swag and put some pictures on a picture of you, or words on a picture of you. And then, later on you can talk about, something stupid your dog did, So I want you to plan out your posts for the week, 3 to 4 posts a day. And that makes it super easy for you, especially when you're really busy. So But yeah, that's all I got. And I got to shovel in some dinner before, and now I'm going to finish the rest of the dinner because I was running so far behind. So I hope you guys have a great night. And if you're free tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern time, I'd love to see you on our team call because that's going to be even more awesome knowledge for you guys. So have a great night, and I will post this recording. So if you have any other success partners, I did see that too. Success partners are great. So maybe post in the Run Pink group if you're looking for somebody that's kind of on the same page, kind of talk about your hobbies, passions, things like that. Success partners are definitely great. So when I post this call, feel free to tag other people that you might think are beneficial if you have anybody else that's kind of a new coach with you. So, all right, you guys are so welcome and have a great night.